Most blokes don't realise this until it's too late. You've gone through a separation, messy divorce, you've lost your house, you've lost your savings, and you're thinking, I've worked all my life and I'm left with fucking nothing. What am I going to leave the kids? What am I going to do? How am I going to get back in the market? People always say, save a deposit, just buy again. But come on, saving a deposit today is fucking hard. You've got rents through the roof. You've got cost of living, and what's happening in the world today. Fuel is unbelievably high at the moment. So saving a deposit is just not doable. But here's the thing no one tells you. You might have your deposit sitting there already in your super. Got this client, good bloke, messy divorce, lost it all. Depressed, thinking, how am I going to get back in the market? How can I build some wealth? How can I leave something for my kids? That was his main concern. He had nothing to leave behind for his kids. So no deposit, no clear path forward. Thinking, what am I going to do? Should I just give up? Here's where that 160 in his super come in. That 160 in his super, we created an SMFF, a self-managed super fund, and that 160 that turned into 20% plus costs as a deposit, and we ended up buying a unit for $465 back then. That was early 2024. Now, fast forward to today. That unit is now worth, I think, about $580. We just had it recently revalued. So that's $100K in equity growth. While he's sat there, just continuing on with his life, the properties in the background just bubbling over, ticking over, increasing in value. He's happy. He thinks he's got something there left for the kids. Couldn't be happier. You know why he's happier? Because property values lift. Security is, properties are in limited supply, high demand, and he got in at the right time. Here's the shift in his mindset. He went from depressed, lost everything, to I'm back in the market. He's building wealth again. He's feeling good about himself. His life wasn't wasted. He's got something bubbling away in the background, something to leave the kids. And the best part is he doesn't have to do a thing. The property's in the background in his SMFF, just bubbling away, building its wealth year upon year in this case. Now the reality is you don't need $1 million property. You don't need hundreds and hundreds of thousands in your SMFF. It really depends on the property you're going to buy and what you're looking, or what your long-term goals are. This particular bloke was just happy to get in the market, close to where he lived, got in the right time. Values are going up, property's going up. He's happy, and at the start, he just didn't think he could get it done. Now, guys, if this might be you, him or her, recently separated, thinking you've lost it all, no way back in. Well, there is a way. Reach out, we can have a chat. We can see where your SMF is at, your super is at. It could get you back in the market, help you in retirement. Yeah, that's what we can do. Reach out. Cheers.